G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the south side of the map, playing as the Red Rus, it is going to be Lucifron 7. In the north of the map, playing as the Mongols in the color blue, it is Beastyqt, the biggest beast in the West. I don't know exactly, but he's a beast. He's a beast. Don't mess with him. He will destroy you. He's going to be playing the Mongols today. I'm going to be running you guys through exactly what you guys have got in front of you here, because you are in for quite a bit of a treat. We are in the winners final of EGC TV's third round weekend. So this is the second weekend, so by the time you guys are watching this, it'll be all over. But next weekend, there'll be more content, so 15 GMT on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you guys check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But let's talk a little bit about where we're up to with regard to this series here, actually. Let's do this, because we got Rus in this game, which means you got to start killing those hunt nice and early. Oh my god, look at this. Lucifron finds all of the hunt. All of the hunt nice and early. What? Did Beasty didn't see his hunt? Has Beasty forgotten that he's playing against the Rus? Did Beasty forget? Beasty forgets he's playing against Rus. Lucifron actually picks up every single deer. Look at this. Lucifron literally gets every single deer. Oh my god. He got every single deer. He literally, except for this one. Except for this single one that got stuck in the stealth forest. Okay. So he should come up with like 270 gold, because it would be 280, but he literally I can't believe that. I cannot believe it. Beasty literally just missed his deer here, and then by the time he gets to this one, this hunt's already dead. Oh man, you'd hate to see it. You hate to see it. You really do. But at least look, he didn't get them all though. He didn't. At least there's still one there. Jeez. All right, so let's talk about where we are up to. So this is your graphic for this series. Lucifron 7 here. Hold on a minute. That doesn't make any sense at all. Ignore me. I don't know exactly why Rus is on Beastyqt's side. But these guys have got 2 maps each. So you can see there, we've got King of the Hill, and we've got Altai over there for Lucifron. We've got Lipany and Highview here for Beastyqt. I'm not sure why Rus is showing up on Beastyqt's side. I did actually go in and fix these up, so they're meant to be right. So I apologize to you guys. I'll make sure I fix that up for the next game. But yeah, we'll try and work out exactly which civ belongs to who. Did I at least get Beastyqt's Mongols right? I did. I at least got that right. So that's one good thing. But now you can see, we see Beasty spotting out the wolves coming in underneath. He's not going to be feeling good. If Beasty somehow manages to win this game, I tell you what, I'm going to be very impressed, because right now Lucifron is already at 370 bounty. That is a huge amount of bounty to be on. And remember, he's still got plenty of damage to be done out here. Not just the deer, but also the boars are going to be able to be killed. But now Beasty actually going to be coming out and looking to be doing some damage on the wood line of his opponent. It looks like Villager's going to be moving out to a wooden fortress getting put down already. Lucifron putting down a wooden fortress before Beastyqt even gets a chance to drop his own. This is massive. He could look to wall in behind on this spot as well, and then just prevent any sort of units from coming through. And now we see Beastyqt moving down towards that position to prevent any potential wall from coming through as that outpost slowly comes down. Keep in mind, once he's got arrow slits in, he'll be able to shoot out until like the edge of the map here. You know what? Can we put in a change, like arrow slits get +1 range at castle, and then give him like -1 range at feudal or something like that? I don't know. I just you know what? Leave it the way it is. Leave it the way it is. It makes it exciting. It makes it fun. It's just annoying. It's just I'm just a Mongol hater. I hate the Mongols, man. Now Scout's going to be coming out, moving towards that Khan. No, they aren't. Those spears are going to be saying a different hymn today. But you can see Beasty behind this just doing absolute work. He's got the Uvu nice and close. Bit far when it comes to the gold mine, so not the best spawn for him. He'll be trying his best though to make it work. And second outpost going to be coming up now. Going to be in a decent position, and we actually see Scouts moving over on the west side, almost forcing Beasty to choose. You know, choose between one, Beasty. Do you want this outpost or do you want this villager? And now we actually see Beasty splits it up. So very smart move there. And splitting it up effectively. He's going to keep 2 spears over on that right side, 2 spears over on that left side. And the age up coming through. Golden Gate going to be the way that Lucifron looks to go. Lucifron going to be pretty happy in this position. He's going to be able to trade out plenty of resources if he needs to. Scouts in position as well. Looking to try and come out and do some damage. We're going to see archery range drop down immediately. Archery range drop down immediately. Archery range drop down immediately, and there's the archery range drop down immediately. It gets dropped down. No surprises there. No sneaky shenanigans. No nothing like that. And Scout's now moving out, looking to try and do some damage. A sheep decides to join the raiding party. Outpost is going to get up. It's on 998. Tap. I like that. It just does a little tap. And this is where the game really starts to change now, because for Beasty, all he needs to do is position his Khan over on this side right here, and it's going to give him line of sight in there. And then all of a sudden, your villagers that are collecting wood have got a 175 wood wooden fortress. 175 wooden fortress. There you go. And the problem is that you're going to be gathering wood from a different location. That's exactly what Lucifron's doing, and we already begin to see him moving out. He's got a couple of archers here. He's probably going to be even looking to train up more scouts. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad decision, training more scouts in this position and looking to continue sieging this down. So we'll have to see exactly how he looks to play it, but ideally, he's got only... Oh, how much food does he have at this point? It was looking so good for Lucifron, and now all of a sudden, Beasty just throws a spanner in the mix. 8 villagers moving out across the map. There's actually no scout out here at all, so he's going to have to tank this up in the face. He's going to have to face check this boar. He's heading out towards it in the middle, so there is this single boar out here. Beasty reaches the second age, so we could potentially see, and he's actually pulling it back towards, he's kiting it towards the scout. Scout going to pick it up. Very nice play right there. Comes in underneath, and looks like the scout is still going to be tanking it up. Boar doing a decent job of trying to take out that scout. Scout going to be able to heal up that damage, and at the same time, speaking of damage down towards the south, the Khan going to be just picking it off. You can see the archers going to be trying their best to do damage towards those spearmen. Not having a lot of luck, and that boar is going to be safely secure in the middle of the map. As we see the wooden fortress going to be going down on top of it, you'll have the hunting cabin over here somewhere, looking to try and pick up all of these extra little trees. How many trees has he got in here, actually? There's quite a few trees. 10 trees there. There's like 15 trees there. That's actually a pretty decent hunting cabin. Not a bad little job that he's got there. But now we see that the all of the outposts have got their upgrades in there. What do they call their upgrades that they get? You guys know what I'm talking about. They're emplacements. They're arrow slit emplacements. That's the one I'm thinking of. Wooden fortress comes down. Pretty nice wooden fortress. 12 gold a minute. So he's got 12 trees in there. I'm assuming that's how it calculates it, right? Like you would assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that it? I guess that's it. Probably the way that works. But now Beastyqt's opponent, Lucifron, going to be dropping down more wooden fortresses. The third wooden fortress of this game are going to be coming down for him. And we can see Beasty definitely behind this is focusing on his economy. No real additions of any sort of sheep-generating buildings, as they are known. Also known as pastures. None of those coming out just yet. And look at this, another outpost going to be coming in. Beasty's outposts are relentless, dude. Holy moly, just leave the poor guy alone. Lucifron now going to be spotting that outpost coming up. Still, where are the archers? The archers are finally coming to attest to this and try and shut this down. Finally, they come out. Jeez, just leave the poor guy alone, all right? He just wants to play his game. He just wants to play his game. He just wants to, he just wants to do his thing, and you're over here just destroying his life. I mean, you're doing a great job of it, though. I gotta be honest with you. Lucifron continuing to be under attack by those outposts. We'll watch Beastyqt's position, because he's not going to be under attack by outposts, so it's not going to be drawing our attention down there. But speaking of outposts, that outpost could look to come up... Wait, where's the villager? Is he moving the villager back? Did the villager die and I just missed it? I may have missed the villager dying. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. Speaking of villager dying, though, villager on the wood line going to die. Also going to be able to pick up an archer. You can see him just moving around with the super fast movement speed here. Spear's still alive. Just being so pesky, being so annoying. That wheelbarrow is going to come through, and it looks like an early night going to be coming out. Lucifron trying to even up those villager losses. He's obviously lost his own on the villager line. My attention always gets drawn back towards Aaron. Look at this. Beasty asleep at the keyboard. This isn't good right now. This is going to be the third villager that goes down here. He's already lost a whole bunch, and that is indeed the third villager that goes down. We can see that sitting there with their knapsacks. Maybe is that the third one? That might be the third one. I think that's 1, 2, and finally he realizes it's going to be a fourth villager that was going to go down, but that Yam network coming in clutch, and unfortunately Lucifron not paying attention on that last bit. But now the horseman mass really beginning to build for Beasty. He's looking pretty decent. 6 horsemen at this point now. These guys aren't early horsemen. They've got their upgrades, but there's a lot of archers in there, so they're going to be careful. Yet to get +1, and attacks happening all over the map right now. We can see both players just looking to fight out, and it looks like that knight going to be going down. A couple spears here in tandem with that horseman. Horseman down to 1 health. Literally 1 health. Manages to survive. But now more and more attacks happening. Man, I'm just constantly drawn down here by those arrows. Like, I see the red on my minimap, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go check that out. Man, that mute button, dude. I tell you what, just a little button right there. Mute. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it so much. But now, Lucifron, he's in a decent spot here in the middle. He's got access to all the food that he needs on that boar. As long as he doesn't lose that, he should be okay. And now, Beastyqt going to be in a bit of a difficult position, I feel, because he's going to be looking to go up to the castle age, but there is a timing window that Lucifron could look to exploit. You can see that he's putting down more infrastructure. We've got 2 archery ranges. We've got the stable. And he could really look to go ham himself. Let's have a look at Lucifron and see how his macro is doing. He's built up 4 tickets. So 4 tickets is definitely... Some would say it's probably not appropriate to have that many tickets. It depends what kind of strategy you're going for, but normally you'd be wanting to spend your tickets a little bit more ruthlessly than that. But we'll look to see how he plays it, because Beastyqt is going to be clicking up to that next stage. You can see the step redoubt going down now. 15 villagers tapping away on that one, and he is intent on getting that down. At the same time, dropping down a second outpost over here on this eastern side, or on this northern side of the gold mine. Plenty of knights now beginning to come out as well for his opponent. That is not a good fight. That is not a good fight at all. Not paying attention. It looks like there's attacks happening at multiple points. Beautiful trades right now. Beastyqt playing very, very well at this point. He's looking like this is going to be a clean victory for him at this point. He's done everything right, with the exception of killing the hunts. That was pretty much it. It's kind of impressive just how little that really affected him. But now, speaking of little effect, units beginning to move up. Lucifron knows the timing window, knows that his enemy has reached that castle age, and it's important to begin striking him. And indeed, striking him he does. As the villagers continue to go down, it looks like about 3 villagers going to be going down there. So not doing too bad, still under attack back towards the base. Another raid coming in on this wood line for the 55th time this game. Managing to do pretty decently, but there's probably another gold mine back here somewhere. We saw the step redoubt try and just bust its way out, I guess would be the best way to say it. Looks like it's going to be heading back over, but now going to be turning his attention towards the outpost. Interestingly, just left the outpost up of his enemy. Didn't look to bust through them. Just looked to you know, just turn the attention towards the base of his enemy. Still units down towards this position. Villager. No, it's not a villager. It's a horseman inside that outpost. Middle of the map, we do see that boar has finally run out. He's going to be heading up to the next boar. He's got plenty of villagers up here as well. Just got to be careful. These guys don't yet have their textile upgrades. Another raid coming through on that wood line. Going to be jumping inside. Going to be able to defend themselves. And now we see more and more units up here towards the north. When it comes to Beasty, what is he up to? Beasty going to be on lances himself. And now we hear that boar being taken. One villager goes down. It's not looking pretty right now. Lucifron loses 1 villager. Could be a second villager. Almost losing the second villager. Just going to be the one today. We'll allow it. Lance is going to be coming in, but keep in mind he's got the early knights that are going to be here to combat this. So as long as he continues to apply pressure towards this gold mine, he's going to be in a great spot. And now more villagers moving out, going to be coming out towards this step redoubt. It's not in the best spot, but by the same token, Lucifron should know that step redoubt has got to be somewhere. And he's done great scouting of the map, so he will know all of the gold locations. He'll know that there's a potential gold up here that could have been gone to. Whether Beasty's uncovered that, yeah, Beasty's uncovered everything as well. So both players have uncovered absolutely everything on this map. And now you can see that outpost just firing off on the villagers down below it, just being so pesky, so annoying. Shoots off that scouting falcon, and now he's got to go to like the middle of the map to get wood. And don't you just hate it? Don't you just hate it so damn much? You must respond to those. If you do not respond to them, they will just whittle you down. And we can see them just continuing to whittle down these infrastructure pieces back here. It's not looking good for Lucifron. I got to be real with you guys. It definitely feels like he needs a bit of a prayer, a bit of a miracle at this point. How many tickets does he have? He's got 3 tickets in the bank still yet to spend them. His macro feels a little bit all over the place, to be honest. I think he might be going for castle age here. I think that's what the play is. Not 100% sure here. But going up against Beastyqt when he's going to have absolutely insane amounts of units coming out, you can see already he's just pulling them out non-stop. It can be very hard. These guys are a little bit susceptible over on the western flank, but still yet to come and push through. He's got the battering ram ready to actually go for it, but interestingly hasn't gone for it just yet. Back towards Beasty's base. Raid going to be coming in underneath the town center. We don't see any monastery coming just up for Beasty just yet. Monastery timing is such an interesting thing. Sometimes you see players go for it immediately. Some games you don't see them go for it at all. And this is one of those games where he doesn't go for it at all. And I don't know, maybe he's just maybe he's scared that he's going to die, and so he's just spamming out units just to make sure that he doesn't die. Maybe that's the play. We see plenty of knights now continuing to come out, or plenty of lancers, and more harassment down towards the base. Khan got only 6 damage now. Doesn't it feel good that the Khan... Remember when the Khan had 8 damage, and it shot those arrows off like rockets? Oh, that was wild. Abbey of the Trinity now going to be coming up for Lucifron. So Lucifron going to be looking to do a bit of a timing here. Can't help but feel that Abbey of the Trinity is a little bit not misplaced, but it's just out very far. Like if Lancers run into this, that is going to be terrible damage. But speaking of terrible damage, Lucifron going to be losing plenty of villagers out here on the berry bushes. It looks like he's woken up and now going to be falling back. He's under attack on multiple angles, and we saw over on the west side there are indeed outposts up there now, so going to be able to defend. And you can see him looking to try and hold on towards this position, but units going to be coming in now. Lancers going to be trying their best, and villagers going to be running for their lives as they head back towards that abbey, or back towards that base. And you can see them making their way. Finally, that ram has worked its magic, but it's not feeling good right now for Lucifron. He's managed to get up to the next age, but we'll check back in with his opponent where Beasty is at, and he's got a lot of units beginning to come out across this map right now, and Beasty going to be... There are so many units coming out for him, and now back towards the base of Lucifron. He's going to be just chilling out, doing his thing, and... What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? Surely I've missed something. I don't understand. Why did he surrender there? What was it about that position that he surrendered? So Lucifron just gave up. He said, good game. Did I miss a big battle? No. Did I miss a whole bunch of villagers dying? I mean, it was just the villagers on the berry bush, right? Was it just that he didn't like his position? Was that it? Did he just feel like, I can't win this? I'm too far behind on the Lance account? But he just taps out there? Was it a disconnect? I don't know. Well played by Beastyqt, irrespective. He did very well. It looked concerning at the beginning where we saw him take out all of the deer of his opponent, but obviously he managed to do pretty well in that last part. Forced his opponent to resign it from what appeared to be a pretty even position. Let's have a look at the score. It's Mongol score, so it doesn't really count. Like I'm just going to deduct it 200 points. And you've got like what, 3,800 versus... it does look pretty unfair from that position, doesn't it? I don't know, man. I felt like he was in a good spot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. I reckon... I don't think that was a point that you should have thrown it away.